Kitty! How are you? Yeah, it's about 42 degrees right now, so it looks nice. It's still a little bit chilly, but I was hoping that by the time I get up here a little bit, I'll warm up. I messed up the orientation on the live stream. I was trying to make it horizontal, but it wasn't working. I figured we'd go on a flat spot at the North Shore at Moraine State Park and get some miles in on the North Country Trail. Oh, look, there's a squirrel. Oh, two squirrels. I haven't done a live stream in maybe 4 years. They're working over there on a pavilion, updating it and closing it at the McDaniels boat launch. That's where they have the Winterfest every year at Moraine State Park. Hello, Hazel. How are you? Thank you for coming. This is one of the nice graveled trails. Most of the trails I'm on are not like this, flat and gravelly. Hello, Tennessee Patriot and not Hayden. We are walking on a North Country Trail, getting in some miles toward the Hike 100 Challenge. I'm at 72 miles right now. We're going to take a little diversion up here onto the Butterfly Trail. It goes back in here. Obviously, there's no butterflies right now since it's still not quite spring. Maybe we'll see some turtles in here. No, not yet. A lot of people have been seeing turtles. I haven't seen anything except for in my own yard, a little, a couple daffodils, but usually there's a lot of turtles in here. Sunning themselves. I've seen a lot of people posting the turtles already, the painted turtles, but I haven't seen any yet. Maybe I'll see some today. Okay, thank you for stopping by, Hayden. Maybe we can come down here, see some people fishing at the lake. Let's just hope we don't see any snakes today. Hey, I know snakes are important to the environment, and they're great and all, but I prefer not running into them when I'm hiking. Hello, Jula. How are you? Thank you for coming. Dave, how are you doing? Thank you for showing up. I messed up the orientation on this live stream. I was trying to make it horizontal and it ended up vertical. So that was great. I do not want to see snakes. I do not. No, thank you. No, thank you. I mean, that little garter snake that I saw last week, I was super close to that guy, and that was okay, because, it's a garter snake, and they're harmless. I just don't want to see any, death snakes that would murder me. Oh, let's look down at these wetlands. It's nice. It's a little chilly. But, once you get moving, it's about 42 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is in Celsius. You have to tell me. Oh, ducks. Oh my goodness, those were wood ducks. Oh, I love them. I'm sorry I disturbed you. Let's get out of here. Okay. I thought it was around that. 5 degrees-ish Celsius. I try to put it in the video. Like if I say it's 42 degrees, I'll look it up and put it on the screen so people know. Well, this is cute. Let's go in here and look at this. Lily doesn't want to go in there. Let's see. Oh, look, I lied. There are some butterflies. go over this little bridge. Yeah, we started out on the North Country Trail and just took a little detour off this little path over here. It's way nicer in the spring when there's butterflies and lots of birds. Maybe we'll see a blue heron. I love them. I was excited that we just got to see those ducks. So, oh, look at that. Look at that. Somebody's been busy. Oh, I'm in the way. Look at that. Oh, I would love to see the beavers too up here. You can always see their work, but I never see them. I think I miss them because they, they're usually active early in the morning or in the evening. I feel like I forgot how to do this. Wait. Go on there. Type something again, Dave. I want to see if I did that right. There you go. All right, thanks. Oh, when I first started this live stream, it came up that it was scheduled for November. So, lucky I saw that and wasn't like just talking to myself. Right? I don't know what I did. But like I said, I must have, I don't know, it kept saying, if you turn the screen, if you want to have it horizontal, go back and turn it or whatever. I did that and it still came out this way. So I don't know. Can you hear me all right? Okay, we're gonna go back out. On the North Country Trail. Oh, and then this thing over here. See, I was just getting distracted. In the spring is got a lot of flowers all around it. Some roses and there's a lot of flowers, butterflies. In this section. In the spring. Of course, you can see it's not really spring yet. Haven't really seen a lot of anything except for the daffodils. It is nice being out here, Teddy. I'm happy to be semi-retired and have the freedom to do this. You're still outside though, right? Well, sort of, driving, but you're kind of outside. You get out, you're not stuck in a cubicle, right? You gotta think of the positives. You're not stuck in a cubicle at a computer. I did that for a lot of years, and it's soul sucking. Pee break, Lily. This is a nice trail for anybody that has mobility issues. It's flat, fairly flat. If you go from McDaniel's boat launch, where I started from, and go up to the bike rental area that will be up there and back, that's 2 miles. Oh yeah, Lily's always doing that. Like, she's always on a mission. There's no socializing. If she sees people, she's still on her mission and tries to ignore them and pretend like they don't exist. She's always on a mission. I don't know what she's on the mission for or where she's going, but she's all... Oh, Prince Glitzen. I haven't been there in, I don't even know, maybe 30 years? That's crazy, right? How about Yellow Creek? Have you been to Yellow Creek lately? Yellow Creek State Park? I haven't been there either. Actually, I mean, I have no desire to go back to Clymer. So I try to, even whenever I used to, when I was a licensing inspector for personal care homes, I would avoid Clymer like the plague. I haven't been back there, I don't know, 25 years, maybe 20 years, probably 20 years. Hey, and feel free to run some of my playlists if you'd like. Since I lost my monetization by not uploading for like a year, I'm trying to get it back. So if you got an extra device and you like to just, run a playlist in the corner and not pay attention to me run at the mouth, yeah, there's it's not necessary for me to go back to Clymer. Like, there's nothing back there I want to see. I don't really associate with people there. Bad times. You don't want to go back to bad times. Move forward. Don't look back. Oh, okay. Thank you. birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Val. Thank you. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Let me try this again. So today I'd like to add another at least 4 miles. And I could be at like 75. Ooh. Can you hear him? I can't see him, but I can hear him. Woodpecker? He's up in that way somewhere. I'm not, and again, I'm not dissing people that live in Clymer. There's some very nice people that live there. But, if they want to get together with me, then we have to meet away from there. That's all. Of course, you don't see Frank here because he tries to murder me. Just because, he's still very hyper and energetic. And he likes to tangle Lily up and weave in and out and try to trip me. And that would mean the camera would be all over the place because I'd be trying to control him. And then you would hear me yelling at him the whole time. Nobody wants to hear that. No one wants to hear me yelling at him, right? Like Lily, she's a pro. She's been doing this for years. She knows what to do. Oh, there used to be a building here where this like fake, whatever that is, whatever those things are called. You know what I mean. There used to be a building there. It burned down like 2 years ago. I believe the reason why we'll go over here and look at this. This is the way it is because they are going to be building a new building here. So that other side is another parking lot, but it's all torn up. So you gotta come over here and park. Or park where I was and just walk over. So now we're off of the nice part of the trail, like the flat. Not saying it's not nice. This isn't nice. This is beautiful. This is what I like. So we're going to go over here, and it's a little more rugged. So, if you have some mobility issues, you bring this. You bring this type of thing. You don't. And I would never hike anymore without a pole. Although, I did fall in the last video that I will be putting on Monday. So you will see that. Even though I had this. And it was a place I should have never fell. It was ridiculous that I did that. But sometimes it happens. It was a nice soft place though. Yes, the twig incident. Ha ha. And it literally was. I would say it's bigger than a twig. It's like a branch, sort of. A piece of a branch. I love to come out at the state parks during the week because you don't see as many people. And now that it's still kind of chilly, people stay away. So once it starts getting real warm, I will probably not be coming here because, like summertime, it's just too many people. I'm not a people-y person anymore like that. Like when I come into the woods, I like to be out here in the quiet and people that respect nature. And that happened in, what day was that? Tuesday. People that don't respect nature, and then I happen to be there and catch it. So I try real hard not to be mean. Sometimes it's hard whenever people are not being so respectful to nature and other people on the trail. Like trail etiquette, Since I have a dog, if I'm going downhill or uphill, I always move to the side. Technically, if you're coming uphill and there are people coming down, they're supposed to move over so you can come up and continue up. But I will move off because I have a dog. And it's more because of her. She's anxious and doesn't really like people and other dogs. Yes, I love these little bridges. Look at that. See, that's still a little frozen on the top. But, here's the beaver. What the beaver made. I think he has a hut up there. He or she, or a family. I don't know. Oh no. My husband always tells people at work that you better shut up. She's mean. She'll come down here and set you right. I don't say I'm mean. I'm stern. If you're doing wrong, I'm going to tell you about it. That's all. Don't take advantage of people. Don't be disrespectful. And we'll be friends. Let's see if we can see that a little bit better over here. Yeah. What the heck's my watch telling me? I felt it vibrate. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. This is the bike trail. I have I don't know, what do you call those bikes? Like a cruiser. It's not like it's sort of a mountain bike, but not as rugged. And it's more comfort. It's a comfort bike. So I've gone on there, and the last time I was there, I crashed. Somebody was coming behind me, I didn't hear them. And it startled me when they came on the other side. And I went down over the hill. Oh, that was bad. It was a mess for a while. They stopped to make sure I was okay. It was extremely embarrassing. But again, I wasn't on a bike in like 30 years. I should have probably not picked that trail. Should have went somewhere, less occupied to practice some. And there is a nice place where you can go at the park where people don't usually go a lot, and it's paved, so if you need to practice riding a bike, that would be perfect. It's off a Park Road, off 528. There's an oil refinery, like a historical oil refinery there that they do demonstrations. And I think I did a video, not of the actual demonstration, but the area. That was probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. Oh, that hill still makes me out of breath. Oh, I do see some buds coming. Look. You see them? I mean, it's multiflora rose, but it's something. You know, they're invasive and take over all the parks and make a mess, and it's the bane of every hiker's existence. The multiflora rose. Oh, Teddy, I saw you're a, what do you call that? Channel supporter? Member? Is that it? Of Maxim Outdoors. I was watching one of his videos the other day, and he was talking about rattlesnakes and stuff, and then I saw at the end you were on there as a member. That's neat. That's super nice. He replied and said about possibly doing a video about the Massasauga rattlesnakes that are up in Jennings Environmental Center. And I told him that I've done one looking for them there. I've never seen one. I've hiked there at least a couple times a month for the last 18 years, how long I've lived in Butler County, and I've never seen one. They did expand the prairie area, hoping to increase the population, but again, I would prefer not to see them because they are a rattlesnake, and I mean, yeah, everything's close and you get help quick, but no, not a fan. Ah, Lily, you're getting your feet all muddy. And you just had a bath. Oh, I see a car up at this trailhead. It means we might have to be quieter. We don't want to disturb people. It's actually pretty dry, except for just in some little spots, probably from just the thaw everywhere. Oh yeah, I watch his videos. He is. Like I told him, he has the perfect voice and personality for teaching and explaining things to keep someone's attention. Yeah. What is what? The moss? Lily? Lily is a Pomeranian. We are on a hiking trail, on North Country Trail. Getting some more miles in towards the Hike 100 Challenge. Once it's done, I will then try to do different locations. I don't know, I get a little obsessed with it. And I want to finish it before I start something else. I don't want to add in other things until I finish that challenge. So I try to get different areas of the trail, like going to the game lands, McConnell's Mill, Moraine State Park, anything that includes, and that Clarion, when I was up in the Clarion chapter, includes the North Country Trail, I've been going there. Um, I would like to get up to Allegheny National Forest soon. It's very beautiful, and you're not going to really run into many people when you're there. And I can go during the week. And for a dog that's 13, she does surprisingly well. Like, and especially being a Pomeranian. Whoever thought? Pomeranians like to hike, right? I mean, she's been doing it for 10 years. Those little hills. Still out of breath. It's ridiculous. Dave, when are you getting out there and get some drone footage of your village? She's not, though. I mean, she likes to go, but... And she barks in the house, but if we're out here, she's not gonna bark. She's not gonna bark at anybody or do anything. She's terrified of people and other dogs. Here at the... Oh yeah, I know, right? Like, this is actually perfect weather for me, being out here. Like, I'm sure it's a little bit warmer than 42 at this point. It's sunny, so that keeps you warm, you're moving. When it starts getting, you know, humid, hot, and bugs, I don't even want to. Like, I'll go early, try to get out before it gets too hot. And then those days that are really hot, forget it. I'm not doing it. So my hiking seasons are avoid hiking June, July, August. I mean, you get some nice days still in June, but you can also get some really humid, hot ones. We're going to be coming up to a monster hill because, you know, this is Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is very hilly. So most of the trails have a lot of climbing if you're going to go far. You know, you get those short ones that are kind of flat, but if you're going long, you're going to run into them. I can hear chipmunks, still cars, because back that way it's 422. So you hear it for a while until you get over this hill and you don't hear cars anymore. dog tracks. Oh, when I first got here, as soon as I got out of the car with Lily, a dog came running, not on a leash. He called it back, but still, dude. And I know cameras can't always do it justice. The hill that's coming. But see, there's Lily. Ugh. It is. There's not a cloud in the sky. You're not getting any shade because there's no leaves. So I'm glad it's probably 45 at this point. Yeah, Lily, I'm trying. I'm trying. She's like, what's taking so long? Yes, that was definitely a root I just tripped. They're everywhere. Yeah, look at that big root. I just must not lift my feet well enough. High enough. That was rough. Now we get some more flat again, and then another monster hill. I was gonna go to the marina. It's nice walking around there with the dogs. It's not in the woods, but there's usually there's not a bunch of people there during the week, obviously. But they still don't have the gate open. Probably doesn't open till next month. Hey, I'm really happy that you guys showed up because I was worried nobody was going to show up. Like, I haven't been doing this again for very long. You know, I kind of disappeared for a little bit, put a random video here and there. But obviously it wasn't enough to keep my monetization. You know, life gets in the way. Priorities change. Thought I heard someone. What's that? What does that mean? I don't even know. See, that's what I mean. I haven't been doing this stuff. I don't even know what that means. like, I'm thinking, when was I doing live streams a lot? That was back in 2019, 2020. So a lot of things have changed. And I'm just trying to learn all the things, the new stuff. Like, people kept saying, make sure you do your SEO. I was like, what is that? What does that mean? And so it's like tags and titles so that you get seen. Okay, well, I've been doing that. I've been doing that. Oh, I've done videos on these. Remember I was doing live streams with Philly Drone Life? They were Retrain Your Brain with Brenda and Philly. He apparently got, I wouldn't say banned off of YouTube, but like legally he's not allowed to have his drone channel anymore with the, what is that? What's the FAA? Is that right? Because he was flying drones in the city in places that aren't allowed. And he wouldn't listen every time he'd get warned by either the drone community or like the local authorities. So then he ended up in court. So he's not allowed to have his drone channel anymore, which is sad. You know, he had a lot of followers by that time. Oh my God, this hill. Well, at least I'm talking. I can talk, right? So it must not be that bad. Yeah, it was sad. Because he had a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. And maybe he was getting the views because he was doing things he shouldn't have. But when I came back on YouTube again, I was like, whatever happened to him? And I saw one of the other drone channels said, you know, what happened. I was thinking about reaching out to him, ask him, you know, why don't you just create something different? See if you can make some other type of content that interests you. You know, like that was his life. Ah, that was rough. Now I'm getting hot. Climbing these hills. I swear the next live stream I do, I will have it horizontal so that you can see more of the area without me turning. Stupid that I did that. He kept saying that. I had it on that way and it kept saying I still needed to change it. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. Right. That's why I kept, like, you remember whenever I first started my channel, I said Brenda Klein. It was just Brenda Klein. But I wanted people to understand, like, I was, you know, outdoors, hiking, that kind of stuff. So I added hikes on there. So people, like, whenever I come in, can't, like, stop in their live stream or watch a video or something, then they remember. And my pictures are still the same with me and my friend Pam. So it's easier for them to remember. But yeah, like yours, no. they wouldn't remember. I seriously don't even remember what it was. Now that you said that, I don't remember what it was. What was it? What was your old channel name? Yeah, you can't see it. The 422 bridge is over there. But you can't really see it from here. I can see it because the lake's over there. You can still hear the cars a little bit, but... Yes! I remember that now. Now that you said it, you'd have to come into everybody's thing and say, hey, remember? Yeah. You know who I saw the other day that did a live stream after a real long time? Deck 101. Remember him? He was doing something on St. Patrick's Day. Oh, did I lose Teddy? Camping Milkman, I mean. You should probably not use your real name, right? Not everybody likes that. I remember I was doing that to someone one time, saying their real name, and they got annoyed and said, can you just use my channel name? I'm like, dude, it's just your first name. But, you know, I get it. Yeah, I don't think he's, he hasn't been on there. Like, when I went in and just said hello, and I said, I haven't been streaming on YouTube. I don't know where he's been at, like if he was on another app or what, but... I still haven't seen that person. They must be way ahead of me. Like, usually I can see them. She'll see them. Like, if there's another person on this trail, they are either coming this way or ahead of us, walking away. She will know they're there way before I see them. Oh no, you know what I forgot? My protection. I forgot to bring my protection. Well, we are doing a live stream, so we'll have to remind anybody that if they would get attacked, I'm on a live stream. Yeah, what do you say? The real, I don't care about the real stuff. Most people did. Oh, yeah. Yes, because every time I see Mozzie Quoto, I want to say Quasimodo, obviously. Maybe my shoulder pain is arthritis. Because right now, as I'm using it, it doesn't hurt. But as soon as I go home and like if I sit down or when I lay down, it stiffens up and it hurts. That's great, isn't it? I already have arthritis everywhere else. Back, knees, feet, my hands. Why not add a shoulder? Why not? Certainly sucks. Yeah. This morning, well, you know, then it wakes me in the middle of the night. Like, I'm trying not to move around too much at night, but, you know, other parts of my body hurt, so you end up shifting, and then the shoulder hurts because either I'm on it or it's just not in the right position. Arthritis. No more name changes. You gotta get your brand out there. Is that what it's called? Is that what you say? I don't know. Is that what the kids say nowadays? Look, that's just another hill. I might have to turn around soon. How, I don't know, I wouldn't say reliable, but what do you say? How seen are people's like posts? So if you post something on your YouTube channel, you put a post on it, like when I posted that I would be going live today, does anyone see it? Or is that just a waste of time? I mean, I saw a couple people liked it, but, you know, look at that down there, how that hill is. So that means that's another hill. I don't have to come up. Let me see, how far have I gone? 3 miles? Oh my, I think we better turn back. Well, they appear for me. It depends on people's own settings, really. Oh, yeah, you get the notifications. Some people turn those off. Keep on them on the website only. Yeah, true. And again, I guess it would just depend on how many subscribers you have and how loyal your viewers are and that kind of stuff. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna go down this hill because that is a killer coming up. Yeah, we're turning around. We're gonna turn around because no matter what, I'm still getting in 5 miles. 5 miles. Hey, yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, I did this at a time where, you know, not everybody could get on a live stream. You know, people work and have other things to do. Maybe next week I'll wait until, I don't know, 2 o'clock or something, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So that would be, what, 6 or 7? 7 o'clock for you, Dave? 6 or 7? And I could always do the live stream from the back porch since it's all woods behind the house. But it's always nice to be out getting some miles in, showing you the trails while I'm here. And I already had a video for this week. It was filmed. Oh yeah. The only bad thing about the bird feeder camera is the squirrels. I'm constantly chasing the squirrels. I'm gonna have to figure out another place to put it so that they can't get to it. Like we have that pulley system for the other, for the other bird feeders. So maybe we could figure out a way to hang that from there too. It would blow around though. Because if you put it on a pole or anything, they're gonna climb it. I'll have to see if Dave can figure out a way to put it somewhere else where they can't get them. Because, you know, what I put out seeds for them, like the sunflower seeds, up at the shed, all over the ground. They'll still come down to that feeder every time and just make a mess all over the porch. So then I chase them up there and say, they're up there. They're up at the shed. Why are you down here? The birds need that. Oh, I've got a lot of bluebirds in the backyard right now. Eastern bluebirds. That's amazing. Like, I usually get a couple. But yesterday when I looked out, and I still have some soot cakes out because it's still cold. So they have been eating that. And there was 4 males and 3 females that I saw. Usually the house sparrows chase them off, but I think our eastern bluebirds have been getting more aggressive to protect their territories. If I see anything. Yes, I can't wait to see the underwater camera going. See all the little critters thriving in that. I can hear a bunch of blue jays. Blue jays always mad we're in the woods. You know, they're warning everybody. There's people. I like when they pretend they're a hawk to scare off other birds so they can have all the food to themselves. That's very smart. Ooh, touch a tree. Take it up the hill. Those ultra long plums. Oh yeah, that's good. I used to use one of those cameras when I worked at the campground. We had a camera like that. It didn't work real well. It was old and, you know, someone donated it. But you could see sometimes in there. Oh, the blue blazes. So that's, you know, obviously that's the trail. And the blue ones are for the North Country Trail. All North Country Trail blazes are blue. So the whole way from North Dakota to Vermont, they're all blue. 4,000, I think it's 800 now. Oh, I got stuck. 4,800 miles of blue blazes. If we see a different color, that means I'm off the trail. But I've been on this trail probably hundreds of times, so I know what it is. But sometimes you'll see yellow, like the, I always say this name wrong, but Wagston Trail. That's the one where I said that it would be a good place to go for a bike ride, and with the oil pump demonstration area, those are yellow. Sunken Garden Trail over at the South Shore will be yellow. The Appalachian Trail is white. Yeah. I think there's been a couple people that have actually done the whole North Country trail, like a through hike the whole way through. Some people do it by sections, each state. But I think there's actually been one or two people that have done it the whole way through. It's not as known as like the Appalachian Trail, because the North Country Trail started in 1980. Oh, there's a little chippy over there. You hear him get mad at me? You know that I have my maps on my phone set to British. So every time I do a talk to text or anything like that, it comes up with the U in like favorite and color. Yeah. We make things shorter here. You guys like to stretch them out. Make it more complicated. Words. Downhill's not the greatest either. Just because of, knees. Knees. Go sideways. That's a tip for older people with knee problems. Use your pole. Go sideways. Don't go forward. This puts a lot of stress on your knees. I'll have to go home and take Frank for a little walk around the neighborhood so he doesn't feel left out, since it's so nice out. Just hope no other dogs are out. He has to act like a fool. Oh, here's something that you might not know. Handicapped travelers, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Here's something that you might not know. I don't know if you can see that. Can I? Oh, I can, look. So see this, the purple? That means, and you could see the little posted sign right there. That means that it's private property and you cannot go over there. So if you see the purple paintings on the trees, you don't go that way. You can't go in there. Someone's private property. There are parts of the North Country Trail that are on private property, but the North Country Trail acquires permission for people to hike through it, as long as we don't take advantage of it and, throw trash or go on their property. You just stick to the trail. Oh, steps. Oh, good. Good. I can't wait to see these vegetables growing either. We're out here trying to get some miles in, handicapped travelers. But when we finish here, I should be at 75 miles. That's Lily. Lily loves to hike. She's 13. And she's always on a mission. There's no time to stop and take breaks when you have her. But sometimes she has to be forced to take a break because I have to take a break. thank you. And I said earlier before you came in that Frank couldn't come because he tries to murder me. He's always weaving in and out. The camera would be all over the place. And, you know, he's still young and I'm still in training mode. So it's hard for me to do filming or anything when he's along. Oh, did I miss anything? No. Okay. So I thought this would be a nicer live stream since I haven't been doing live streams in many years. Just be out here on a nice day. I wish I knew the temperature right now. I'm sure I could probably find it on my watch, right? Yeah? No? I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna mess it up. Yeah, he has tripped me before, and luckily the pole, my hiking pole, caught it before I landed on my face. And he tangles her up. Yeah, so it's very frustrating and not enjoyable hike when he's there. Yeah, he sure is, isn't he? He would have definitely, like when we went to that waterfall the other day, he would have definitely gone right into that water. Even though he doesn't really like water. He just thinks you're supposed to keep going forward. Neither is she. Like, they're not like water dogs. They're not going and heading for water. They'll avoid it. But if they think that's the way that they need to go, they'll go. There's a hill we came up. See, there goes the trail that way. At least it's not a straight up. It's a little bit of a switchback. Not the greatest, but... something over there. Probably a chipmunk. Lots of chipmunks out today. As I call them, chippies. There's lots of chippies. Oh, and this means, like if you see two like this, Dave, it means you're coming down and then you're going to be turning left to continue on. You know, if it was over here, you'd be turning right to continue on. So it's off the trail onto that way. Oh, there's someone coming. Lily's freaking out. Oh my goodness. You do. I'm on a live stream right now, so if you don't want to be on the live stream.
I saw you were live streaming, so you go right ahead.
Enjoy. Yeah. Right. I didn't want him to, be surprised. Be like, no, you're putting me on a live stream. So I would warn anyone. And I put it down. You didn't see him, right? I guess that's the risk you take. Nowadays, with the many people out here. Okay, good. I don't want to have put someone on camera without them being okay with that. Yeah, he follows me. Watches my videos, so I'm glad to see someone that recognized me. It was weird, but it was nice. Who leaped out? Oh, that would be terrible seeing 20 gardener snakes. You know, right now, this is when you see a lot of them. Because they're all waking up. All the snakes are waking up. All the snakes. Well, the North Country Trail community is a little small, so it's easier for people to recognize you from that. It's small in this area. Like if you're in Michigan, there's a lot of them because that's where like the national headquarters is and stuff. But in Pennsylvania, it's a little smaller, so it's easier to be recognized because I'm always on that North Country Trail community. And every time I do a video, I share it on the North Country Trail community Facebook page. And I tag everything that I do on the North Country Trail. So that's why. It's not like, if I went somewhere else, they wouldn't know. This one is like the most through the state park. So this is through Moraine State Park, where everybody goes through. The snakes, yeah. Yeah, I don't run, but I definitely would run then if somebody was chasing me with snakes. Ooh, downhill again. Sideways. Go sideways. Use the pole. So after today, 25 more miles, and I will have completed the 100-mile challenge on the North Country Trail. And then we'll show you different areas of the park that isn't the North Country Trail. There's a lot of trails through Moraine State Park. Yes, it does. Time surely does fly. Like, I didn't feel like I was away from YouTube that long. Obviously, I was because I lost my monetization. I just did, last year, I think I had 2 or 3 random videos. And then the year before that, it was about the same thing. So I didn't have enough views and I ended up losing my monetization. But it didn't feel like I was going way that long. So when I came back, I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to try to do all those watch hours again. Oh, it takes so long. I mean, maybe it took longer. Oh, thank you. I have a bunch of playlists. Like, there's a playlist on the cemeteries, the hidden cemeteries that are in Moraine State Park, like people don't know, that are like in the middle of the park. I think another good playlist that I had. I mean, I'm sure it probably took longer the first time just because I started from zero. You know? So this time, I seem to be getting a little bit better views on some of my videos than I did at the beginning. And I know doing some of these live streams help. And I don't mind doing like one that you have, like this was basically a test. Can I do this again? These live streams. I mean, obviously anyone can do them, but I hope to have at least a little more, I don't know, like a plan for them. Not just me hiking and rambling on about nonsense. I don't know, what are the other playlists I have? I can't even think right now. I mean, I just created the 100 Mile Challenge playlist. So it's all the videos that I'm on the North Country Trail. Moraine State Park playlist. I think I did, like challenges. I've done in the past, I had those in, you know, when you first start out your channel, you're trying to figure out what you want to do and what's important to you. So, you know, everybody's just trying to get their feet wet and figure it out. So, remember I did some challenges like the hot pepper chocolate challenge, ghost pepper, whatever. And spinach and peanut butter sandwich, you know, that kind of stuff. Silly things. And if they, thought, well, I really like to do outdoor stuff and be outdoors, so let's just, I do a lot of hiking. Let's do what we love. That keeps you consistent and going if you do what you love. When you're doing just things that you don't like to do, it's not gonna last. So people that are doing stuff on YouTube and I think if you're not genuine, like you're not being yourself on there, you're being a character, that's gonna get old fast. And you're not gonna wanna keep up that character. It's better to be yourself and do what you love. Handicapped travelers, up here where we first started this trail is part where I said this is a good part for people that have mobility issues and just kind of want to get out in nature. It's not this part, obviously, but you'll see it when we get up here. It's a lot nicer. There are some paved trails in this park. I'm sure since you've been here before, you're a character, but true to yourself. Yes, yeah, like if it's a character that's just you, like that's just normally how you are, then sure. But you know, some of those people do those fake characters, and then they end up hating doing it after a while. Like if that's not really your personality, there's not gonna be any staying power in that. Yeah, the pier that has the oil demonstration for the old oil well, there's a trail that's paved that goes the whole way back to it. That's nice. I've walked back there with the dogs, and I said that would be a good place to try to relearn my bike since the last time I crashed. Oh, look who it is! It's Safety Third. Hey, if anybody likes small confined spaces, not that you like it, but if you like to watch people go in small confined spaces, please go to his channel, Safety Third. We're out here trying to get some more miles in on the North Country Trail while I ramble on about, I don't even know, what was I even talking about? Hoping to see these beaver that made this nice little beaver dam, but you know, we're not gonna see them. They're hiding out now. Lily's trying to pull me up the steps. Oh, we were talking about like being true to yourself when you do videos, when you have a channel on YouTube. You know, be true to your personality. Don't be somebody you're not. You're not going to continue doing it. If you hate, you're going to hate that later. No. And Lily gets a medal. Lily will get a medal for, it's a little tag. It says she completed the North Country Trail, Hike 100. They have to have like a hut down there somewhere, you know, for them to be making their little beaver dam there. I mean, it could be in anything. People think it's like a big hut. It could be in that old tree that fell in the root section. It could be in anything like that. It doesn't have to be a big pile of sticks in the middle of the water. Lily will be completing this 100-mile challenge. Hey, I said she's already completed it. She's got 4 legs. So she's done double, right? She's completed it. We only got 25 miles left. You start hearing the cars again. Yes, same. Like, you know, again, I'm not a fan of summer. But it is nice to start seeing the flowers and the butterflies and the hummingbirds and just everything coming back. not the snakes. Remember, you saw the snake, and I got close to that snake. You know, garter snakes, rat snakes, that's okay. This is the trail that I was talking about. Handicapped travelers. It's right here. So yeah, I can park on this side or on the other side where my car is. And this is all like that small gravel. And it's fairly flat the whole way through. And there's a little offshoot of a nature trail with butterflies. Not right now. Butterflies, and there's like a little pond, and there's turtles. The painted turtles like to hang out there. Lily said I'm not moving fast enough. Yes, McConnell's Mill. I was just there. The reason I'm saying that is because you will see in 2 upcoming videos my McConnell's Mill trips. The one, it was very nice. You know, there's one little faux pas that happened. And then the second one was maybe some lawbreakers. So, nothing serious, but still. Like, we're talking about trail etiquette and state park etiquette. You know, state parks have laws. It's part of Pennsylvania state laws. So you have to abide by those laws. Like Moraine State Park has more, like they take care of McConnell's Mills also. But, McConnell's Mill. But they don't patrol it like they do this park. So you will be caught more often here doing things that you should not be doing. McConnell's Mill seemed to get away with things more over there. But, you know, the laws are posted at every trailhead. You can see the things that you need to be following. And just be respectful of other people that are there. These are public parks. We all need to share, and you should be respectful. Not just to the park and the animals that are there, but the other people that are visiting. Did get warm. It has to be 50 degrees by now. And I'm not afraid to call you out. like if I see you doing something, I'm either going to report you to the ranger, if it's something that obviously is going to get me harmed in any way, or maybe you just need an education, like you don't know. I might be nice. Say, did you know? You know, usually I'll say, did you know that, you know, that's against the rules and the laws here in the state park. Or, you know, that's not really fair to the other people here that you're doing that. Some people just don't care, though. So then that's why you report them to the ranger. One time I was coming hiking in that part where I said that's paved, that little paved road off a park road, that there's a trailhead there. Wagston. I think it's Wagston Trail. It's off of 528. Anyway, I'm hiking back in this trail. I have the dog, her, with me. There's other people coming my way. They pass me, say nothing. I get 2 groups of people pass me, say nothing. I go forward and there's a tree on fire. Like, you didn't even warn me. So then I called the ranger's office and nobody even called them. Nobody called them. And this tree was hit by lightning and it's on fire, and it could have burned down all the woods and the houses that were nearby. And no one said a word. I don't get that. Like, why are you out there enjoying nature if you don't care about it? So I waited there until they got there because I wanted to make sure, you know, it didn't go out of control or something. I think I still have the picture. I'll have to post it on my YouTube or Instagram or something. Say, remember when this happened? And I talked about this. Like, it's just the point that, like, if somebody else was coming and I just saw that, I would have said to them, hey, there's a tree on fire over there. I'm calling the rangers to come out, put it out. You know, be careful if you're going to continue on that way. But no one said anything. And then when the rangers got there, the people that were in the parking lot, because I asked the ranger, did anyone else call you after I called you? He said no. He said, but when we got here, those people there at the parking lot said it. Right. Exactly. Like, that makes you look suspicious. If you said nothing, maybe you lit it on fire and it wasn't you could tell that it was from lightning because we just had a storm and it had just cleared up. And I immediately went out and started hiking because I knew the rest of the day was going to be nice. So you could tell by looking at the tree that it was hit by lightning. But still. You lie. I'm always polite. Like I said, I'm always nice until it's time to not be nice. That's all. Right? Be nice until it's time to not be nice. Sometimes people do just, need some education and don't know. Like, give them a chance to understand. When I worked at the campground, that happened. A lot of people were coming to this campground from the city, and they didn't always know. Like, don't chase the wildlife, or I'm going to report you. Some wildlife are protected, I don't think you should be chasing any wildlife, but especially protected ones. Yeah, see how here there's this native plant butterfly area. That's all super flat back in that way. And it goes around where there's a bunch of flowers. I took them there whenever I guess Dave, you saw. And then Camping Milkman was in and Camping Milkman is also from Pennsylvania. I actually went to high school with him. So he has a lot of really cool videos. If you want to check him out, that would be very nice. He goes, oh, I smell a skunk. I know the skunks are out right now too. I would be happy to see a skunk. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure we will definitely come back to that trail whenever the flowers start blooming. Absolutely. This last 25 miles that I have to do on the North Country Trail, I'll probably stay closer to home, but maybe go to Allegheny National Forest. I don't know. Like, that's the closest trailhead for the North Country Trail is about an hour and a half. So that's like a 3-hour drive for me by myself. If I had someone else with me that was sharing the driving, because it's not like you're just going there and standing still. I'm gonna go there and then hike maybe 5 or 10 miles and then drive back. That's a killer for me. I love that they have little benches along the way here. Usually I would have taken a little break because, like I said in my last video, with the tips, it's important to take a break. When you're older, take a break, or you're not going to stay out as long, and then you're going to be recovering longer. I also didn't add this in, but typically during the, like say I hiked on Monday, and then I'm not going to go back out again until next Monday. Well, in between that, I'm either walking around the neighborhood or on my treadmill in my house. You want to try to keep moving, or you're not going to be able to go as far. You're not going to be enjoying yourself. You're going to stiffen up. As we get older, we have to take care of our bodies a little bit better, you know. And sometimes those younger hikers are out here and just pass you right by. Don't pay attention. Don't watch them. Just, you do you. I remember back whenever I was that young, and how long you could go and how far. Oh, good, thanks. Handicapped travelers are in Ohio, is that correct? But you're close to the Pennsylvania border, so not too far away from Moraine. Eventually, I would like to get to Hocking Hills. That'd be great. Oh, look. They're working on the Purple Martin house. Can you see them? Those are for Purple Martins. Oh, have you ever gone to Oil Creek State Park? Oil Creek State Park, I love that. And Pymatuming. Oil Creek is probably one of my favorite, but they don't have the North Country Trail there, so I probably won't go there until after I'm done with this challenge. Those are volunteers. They do not work for the park. A lot of the stuff that's done here are done by the volunteers. So everybody that takes care of the North Country Trail are the volunteers. Or how about Goddard? Goddard State Park. It's in Mercer County. That's a nice, I mean, it's Lake Wilhelm, but it's, it's mostly the lake. But the trail that goes the Hoya Run is all paved. That would be a perfect place for you guys. Like you get to see the lake, all the birds. So the trail would continue that way. But we're done. Like we're not gonna keep going that way today. We're gonna stop my watch. It's actually, I would have 5 miles, so what's that? 77. I'm at 77, so it's less. Huh. How about that? Got more than I thought. 76, we'll say 76, because it's a little short. Oh, I got some, they're working, like I said, they're working on that pavilion down there, so you see these workers over here. That's what's happening. We're gonna go down by the lake. See, it's that pavilion right over there that they're working on. Lily's like, aren't we going to the car? That's my car. No, we're not. We're gonna go down here for a little bit further. That's the pavilion that they've been working on. That'll be nice for the next Winterfest in February to have that enclosed like that. And then this little place down here is the Owlet. It's a little shop. Maybe we'll go in there and purchase something later. You can also join the Moraine Preservation Association. They help have nice things for the park. Got some fishermen down there. Oh, see, there it is right there. Moraine Preservation Fund. Oh, see, here's the Owlet. Yeah, stop at this. There's someone coming. I'm gonna go over there and bother them. We're gonna go over here, look out the lake. Sometimes you can see blue heron down here. It's super nice. I love blue heron. They're my favorite. Fishermen don't like them because they claim they eat all the fish, which I call BS. And guess what? They were here first. Oh, look, there's a nice snake placard for Dave to look at. There you go. Northern water snake. Look carefully from April to October. Oh, look, so we'll be safe right now, right? You might spot Pennsylvania's most common water snake. They're not venomous. But they're not, I don't want to say mean, but they're not super nice. Like, they're gonna bite you if you come near them. I've seen them climb into people's kayaks here. So that's kind of scary, right? I would not like that. No. See, usually you'll see the blue heron along there, but not today. I do see a gull out there flying around. How long have I been on here? Oh my. Oh, I have, what do you call those things? I have those for my legs. They wrap around your legs, your shin area. So if you would get bit by a rattlesnake or a copperhead, which we have both here, it's not gonna go through. And I've worn them when I went and did those, when I searched for the hidden cemeteries, the lost cemeteries of Moraine State Park. There's like 11 of them that people don't know that are in the state park. I wore them then because you're doing a lot of bushwhacking. You're going through a lot of the multiflora, rose, jagger bushes. Skirkum. I don't do a lot of, off trail. It was during that time, obviously I did, but I don't do a lot off trail. So I don't wear them that often. If I'm going to, then I would definitely wear them. Oh, that would be the end of me. Like if I got bit by a snake like that. Like I said, I know they're very important to the environment. But, they need to stay in their lane and stay away from me. All right. I think Lily's ready to go. I'm ready to go. And I want to thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it. I was hoping somebody showed up today. This is my first live stream in probably 4 years. The next one, I promise, will be better. It won't be vertical. It will be horizontal so you can see more. It, like I said, I was stupid this time. I didn't know what I was doing. Oh, hi. Hi, Rushing Wind. Thank you for stopping in. We're just finishing up. You can hear they're working on some stuff over there at the park. We're at Moraine State Park, but I will definitely be doing another stream soon, maybe next week. I'll try to pick a nice day and get out to an area where you haven't seen before, and I swear it'll be better. It'll be better. Maybe it'll be more organized and we have some real topics to talk about. All right. Well, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.